him and his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, had a child together. They lived together, and they had a child together. And then he went out of town working on jobs, and they kind of split up. And he lives in another state, and then she got a job doing insurance stuff, and so she moved to the same state. And he's been paying her a good bit of money. You know, he called it child support, but they haven't been to court or anything. So she told him that was just a gift. But he's got all of his documents for it. And now she tells him that he has to get a lawyer from the state he's in. I'm not sure if I can say the state. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, where are they?
Huh?
Where are they? You can say the state.
Texas.
Okay.
So I told him, I said, y'all had the baby in Alabama. You're not a resident of Texas. You're just working there. Can't he get a lawyer from Alabama? Because she told him that alimony is, not alimony, but child support, she gets more in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Well, first of all, if she and the child are residents of Texas, that's probably going to be the most important fact in establishing the appropriate jurisdiction. I don't know how long your son has lived there. Typically 6 months is the minimum that a person has to live somewhere for that to be the right jurisdiction. So if he and the mother and the child are all in Texas, that probably is the place that would have to handle those matters. Now, as far as him paying child support but it being unofficial, he should definitely keep up with any documentation of those payments, because at least in Alabama, when you file for child support, you can go retroactively to the date that a petition is filed. But if you can prove that you've been paying money for the child, then the court can give you credit for that.
Yeah.
Well, and also, I mean, going back to what state should he find the attorney in? I mean, a person who practices law in Texas is going to be more familiar with Texas law than someone, you know, who's from Alabama trying to study up on what's the latest in Texas, right?
Yeah, and you know, if they're in Texas, an Alabama attorney is probably not going to have the knowledge or wherewithal to be able to help them, and they certainly can't practice law in Texas.